Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, June 12th. This is Board of Building Standards. I'm Amy Rivera. With me today is Ted Agus and
Pradeep Rag board member.
and Wayne Miller.
Wayne. Mm-hmm.
Our first case is for 249 West Mayfield Street. It is a late appeal. I'm willing to accept the late appeal. Other board members?
I agree. I agree.
I agree too.
All right. Tom Rybakowski, are we prepared to hear this case today?
Yes,
Okay. Is the appellant here? Luis Lopez Batista? No.
I thought I saw their name earlier on one of the participants, but maybe not.
The person that is owner, can you unmute yourself and tell us which case you're for?
My name is Giovanni Carpet.
What address are you here for?
I'm here for 5125 Malcolms Street, Philadelphia, PA 19153. Sorry, 1914
Okay, we'll let you know when we get to that. We just didn't know who you were. And there's a
Thank you.
telephone number, 267-357-8779. Can we ask what case you're here for?
I'm here regarding to the house
No,
on Malcolm Street.
No, not you. We have you.
Oh, I'm
There's
sorry.
That's fine. There's a telephone number, 267-357-8779. You'll have to unmute yourself. The telephone number, if you can unmute yourself, we've sent a request for you to unmute.
You may either need, if you can't accept the request, you could hit either *6 or *9. One of those will unmute you.
All right, meanwhile, Tom Rybakowski, I will swear you in. Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes.
All right, we'll let you present the case.
So what I have is I have the property at 249 West Mayfield Street had been declared as unsafe following an inspection due to a emergency response for a fire. The appeal was filed, and the appeal language or the appeal says claims I have plans to do a full demolition of the property. So with that, I mean, I have photos that show the state of the property, but looking that they are looking to do a full demolition, we would be asking for a permit to be in the system within 60 days.
Okay, let me consult with legal for a second. Tom, what is your recommendation for this?
60 days.
Right now, the department's asking for a permit or to grant a variance to have a permit to either repair or demolish the property within 60 days.
Okay, I'm in agreement with that.
I'm in agreement. I agree.
I also agree.
So
Okay.
so we will continue the case for 60 days, or we,
No, we're giving them 60 days to file a permit.
okay. So you're, trying to think of what that means for the appeal, because then you're granting the appeal without
Correct.
them, okay, without them being here. Okay.
All right, our next case is 2810 to 28 North Lambert Street. Woodstock Mutual Homes. Is anyone here to represent that case? I have Shanika Kemp listed. The person with the phone number 267-357-8779, can you let us know what case you're here for?
Yes, 5125 Malcolm Street. It's been
Okay.
complied with to make safe. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. All right, we'll get to you then. I just didn't know what case you were here for.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so again, 2810 to 28 North Lambert Street, there's no one here?
Hmm.
All right, Tom, can you give us that case? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. For the property at 2810 North Lambert Street, it's pretty much a lot like the last case. We would be looking for a permit to be in our system to either repair or demolish within 60 days following fire damage to this property.
Is that just unsafe, Tom?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm in agreement with that.
I'm in agreement. I agree.
I also agree.
All right, next case is 2119 West Toronto Street. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to let Ellen and I present, and then we'll let you present. Tom?
So we have the property at 2119 West Toronto Street. The appellant filed the appeal. They've spoken with the area inspector in just reading off the appeal, who the inspector is according to the document, is the one that said or suggested to them to file the appeal. They make reference that they are working on making the property safe. As of today, there is no permit for the repair of the property, but the department would be looking for a permit in that the property was declared unsafe. We would be looking for a permit to be in review within 90 days.
Really quick, guys, would you be able to let Bruce in?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, pardon the interruption. I don't believe anybody has been sworn in yet.
Oh, okay. All right, swear me in then.
Okay, Ms. Lavello, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead, present your case.
Oh, I just asked if you guys could let Bruce in. He's on the call somewhere. I seen his name just in case. He's with my team. I think he's
There's
in.
no one in the waiting room.
Oh, I'm
Everyone's
sorry.
in the room.
Chettingham Drafting. He's already in. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
All right. If the property was deemed unsafe, where was it unsafe at? Besides me having to board it up and clean it up. The structural is good up top, roof and everything. I think I seen on one of the paperwork that it was water damage or something.
So the violation that we have is for roof deterioration, and that it's a unsafe vacant property, but it's for roof deterioration. So it's for the roofing components not to be 100% structurally compatible. And that's essentially the violation that was issued for the property. That's why we're asking for a permit to be issued for the repair within 90 days.
Okay.
Are you guys able to hear me at all?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. I couldn't tell if I was unmuted. So we do engineering services for both make safes and building permits. I had a visual survey of the building. It looks like it's just a roof hatch on the roof. The entire structure is made out of.
Mr. Chatham, I have to swear
Yeah.
you in before you
Yeah, you gotta
testify.
get sworn in, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Can you turn on the camera also?
I am driving.
Oh, all right. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole
Sorry.
truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Could I have his full name, please?
And what is
Bruce
your full
Cheatham.
name?
I am Bruce Cheatham, BruceCheatham. I'm the managing partner with Cheatham Drafting.
Okay, go ahead.
So I did a visual inspection of the building, and it looks the building itself is made out of steel and CMU. So the water coming in is from the roof. It's just a small hole that was used as a roof hatch, a wooden roof hatch, and it looks like it just needs to be replaced. So I do a lot of make safes. I don't know if you guys would want a full permit. It's just one roof hatch that needs to be replaced. And then, that's the most of it. There's no deterioration of the roof itself or the floor joist below. Everything is made out of wood and CMU. It's almost like a parking garage in that thing. It's definitely structurally sound. So yeah.
So I'm sorry, your name again?
Bruce Cheatham.
Bruce, so has that hatch been secured?
I believe we threw some tarp over it for now. It hasn't been completely. We just need to order a new hatch and to install it basically.
So what I'm asking,
I have a. Okay.
so what
Sorry,
I would
Tom.
be asking is that this matter be continued for 60 days for the board, and that Bruce be in contact with the area inspector for this property. And then meet the area inspector, and we can follow up with if that's all it is. I think the matter could be resolved, but if not, then we would be looking for a permit. So if we continue it for 60 days,
Absolutely.
then that inspection can be arranged. I mean, the area inspector's contact information is on the notice of violation, and also it looks like the appellant has already been in contact with the area inspector.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I've called down to that office as well. So I'll just make contact and we'll get that taken care of.
I have a question before we do anything. I'm Wayne Miller.
Nice.
The thing is that you're gonna throw a tarp over. Is there a hole in that roof?
No, it's a roof hatch.
Okay.
So it was a wood roof hatch. The rest of the roof is all CMU. So it was just a small opening that they were using as just like, to get up to the roof for maintenance, that kind of thing. But that portion just needs to be swapped out.
But can anyone fall through that if they're on the roof?
There is no access to the roof currently.
If anybody was on the roof, could they fall through that?
In its current state, yes, but we're in the middle of ordering the hatch itself. It's a
Okay.
really quick swap out. Yeah, it's I
And how long
actually
do you
went
think
there
that's going to take?
maybe just a few weeks.
Okay. Is any other houses connected to that house? Is it row homes? What is it? Is it a single home? What is it?
It's a standalone structure on a pretty big lot.
Okay.
Looks like an
Okay.
It was
apartment
used
building, Ted,
commercially.
or-
Okay. All right.
All right, we'll continue that for 60 days.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is everybody in agreement?
I'm in agreement. I agree.
I do too, also.
Okay,
Okay, let's go. Move on.
Our next case is 5846 Willows Avenue.
Do we leave
Uh,
now? I'm sorry.
Your cases, we're over hearing your case. It's been continued for 60 days.
Okay.
Okay. 5846 Willows Avenue, Aaron Simmons is the applicant. Is Aaron Simmons in the room? This is imminently dangerous. So no one is here for 5846 Willows Avenue. All right, Tom, I'm going to swear you in so we can hear this one.
Mhm.
Is Tom on?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Tom.
What I have is the property at 5846 Willows Avenue has been declared as eminently dangerous by the department. I have an appeal that was filed some time ago in response to that notice. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen
Okay.
on the conditions of the property. And at the
meantime-
conclusion, I'd be asking for a permit to be issued to repair or demolish the property within 30 days.
Tom, how bad is that building? Don't we say when it's imminently dangerous, they got 10 days or we take it down, don't we?
That's my representation to the board, but if you want to rule for an earlier amount of time, that's up to you, sir.
Yeah, how dangerous is it, Tom? Is anybody is anybody in that area close by that could get hurt if the building fell down?
From what I have is it's a 3-story masonry property. It's an end of a row, or it's connected to a vacant lot on the right-hand side of it. It's connected to an adjoining property on the left, but there's a vacant lot on the right-hand side of the property. It is vacant. It's far enough off the sidewalk, but it is 3 stories. So yes, we would be looking for a permit to either repair or demolish.
And Tom, you were
Okay,
about
and
to show
have we
us,
had any contact with anybody in that owns that home?
Other
I
than
was
them filing the appeal, no.
I was going to
Okay.
ask if we can say that they were notified. You say it on. Yes, please.
They filed an appeal, so they must have been notified, right?
yeah,
Right.
when
Okay.
Tom was about to show us images.
Okay, good.
Sharing my screen now.
Okay, Tom.
Wings?
So these are the two photos of the property.
We're not sharing yet, Tom.
Yeah, they ain't coming up, Tom. They're gonna come up now.
Everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So on the right-hand side is a picture of the 3-story property. And then on the left is the rear breezeway wall of the property in question. And then that's another visual of the property in the database. So essentially, yeah, we would be looking for a permit for either the repair or the demolition of the property to be under review within 30 days.
And Debbie, can you let us know that the appellant was notified and how?
Yes, a hearing notice was sent to Aaron Simmons, 543 South 48th Street, first floor, Philadelphia, PA, 19143, which is the address that is on the appeal application. Also, prior to this, emails were sent to the email address provided on the appeal form regarding this is appeal as well. That I wanted to schedule it and also for payment with no response.
Okay, I'm okay with a 30-day demolish or submit a permit.
I am as well. I agree.
Wayne, you're muted.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. The thing is, if there's no response in 30 days, take it down, Tom. Because there's not going to be something falling down on our watch. They've been adequately, we've been trying to reach them. Within 30 days, you don't have to come back to us. Take it down. All right?
The department will seek the next line of enforcement if we cross that line.
Okay, if we cross that line, no ands, if or buts about it. Take it down. Okay?
Understand?
All right, thanks,
right.
Tom. All right.
All right, thank you. The next case is 428 West Alney Avenue. Charlie Cho is the applicant.
Okay, it's unmuted now. Go ahead, talk.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes,
Can you-
ma'am.
Can you say
my
your
name is
name?
Charlie Choi. I'm the owner of I used to be a owner of 428. I sold the building November 2023.
Tom, do you have record of that?
I do. That's what I was just about to get to once you called me. So
All right, let me swear you in. Tom, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes.
Go ahead.
So first, I'd like to raise a standing issue, as Mr. Cho just alluded to. He is no longer the owner of the property. The property was conveyed to a Jetton J. Johnson as a deed was recorded December 7th of 2023. Now, I'm not sure if he would have standing in that he still secures or holds the mortgage to the property. So the appellant holds the mortgage, but doesn't actually own the property. So there's an equitable interest, but there's no actual ownership. So I think that needs to be ruled on the board if that does standing, or if they need to provide documentation that they are able to act according or act on behalf of the owner.
Okay.
Mr. Cho, can I swear you in just because you're going to testify? Can you raise your right hand? And do you
Yeah,
swear to
that-
tell the- Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Hello? Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead, you can speak.
Yes, ma'am. I sold that November 2023. After
Mhm.
fix everything, they opened the business. They fixed everything, renovated, fixed, and they opened the restaurant business now already.
But we're
About-
trying to understand the mortgage is still in your name.
Yeah, mortgage is under my name.
Mhm.
Okay, so work has been done.
Yeah, asking, work has been done.
Hmm.
Work
Yeah.
has been, yes,
Yeah, work has been
done.
already done, finished, yeah.
Okay, Tom, and there were no permits submitted for that work?
Permits were secured, but they were not completed. Those permits were expired. So new permits would have to be pulled to illustrate the actual repair of the unsafe property.
Okay, do we know if the new owner had been notified of today's hearing?
Learning of the ownership change, new notices have been sent out by the department actually today.
Okay, so we'll continue this case.
Yes, correct. Till they
Okay.
come in.
All right,
Okay.
Okay.
So at the next hearing, would the owner be required, would Mr. Cho be required to bring the new owner, or how would that happen?
I'm not the
I
owner
would think
anymore.
that, I think you should bring the new owner in. This gentleman's like the bank. We don't bring the bank in when somebody has a problem. So bring the new owner in, so he should be responsible for it. That's me, and I'm only a layperson. I don't know what the lawyers think.
And
So I don't know if this matter should be dismissed for standing, or if, because I'm not sure of the ruling.
Well, Tom, the new owner has been notified, so presumably they will either appeal or
Right.
comply. And we would deal with that.
Yes.
I just want to clarify, Mr. Rabakowski, when you said they've been notified, does that mean a new notice of violation has been issued to them?
A new notice had been updated in the system today. It will go out in the evening's mail.
Okay, all right. So they can appeal from that notice.
Correct.
Okay, so then yeah, I think it probably makes sense to just well,
Dismiss
it dismisses moot because because Mr. Cho no longer owns the property
Correct.
or has title to the property, I should say.
That would be dismissal for lack of standing.
No,
Yeah.
I would say, well, no, I'd say it's moot because he no longer has title to the property.
All right, then
We're not ruling on the standing issue.
we'll dismiss this case. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Our next case is 5125 Malcolm Street.
Mistaken.
Is Mr.
I believe that was owner, the person list. Oh, I see your address now. Are you able to turn on a camera so we can get a visual?
All right, I'm gonna leave now. You're done.
You're finished.
Yeah.
I think they dismissed.
Yes, Mr. Cho, you're dismissed. So 5125 Malcolm Street, are you able to turn on a camera?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. Jafani?
Yes, can you turn on your camera?
Trying to turn it on. I'll be mute though. Your video is on. Her video is on. They're looking for the camera. The camera. What press okay and see? And right here. The video right there. Yeah, that's me right there. Why is off? I don't know why is it off.
Members of the board, I don't believe that would be required. There's a knowledge to go to the board, but there is a issued
The
permit.
video is not coming on. I don't know
Okay.
why. You
All
choose
right.
video right there.
All right. All right.
Ms.
Tom, what do
Jafani,
you got?
can I swear you in?
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to also swear in Mr. Rabakowski and let him present. Tom, do you swear to tell the whole truth, the truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I'm willing to accept the late appeal. Other board members?
I agree.
I agree.
I also agree. Okay, Tom, let us hear it.
So for the property at 5125 Malcolm Street has been declared as unsafe by the department. I'm pleased to say that there is a make safe permit that is issued for the repair of this property with inspections that have passed. All I ask is that the inspections continue, the work can continue until the property is deemed safe, no action by the board.
Whoever's sharing their screen, can you please stop?
This is the reporter. I'm apologize. I don't know what I did.
John, either do I, pal.
Hold on a second.
All
Whiteboard.
right, take your time. Take your time.
Okay. I cannot open a whiteboard. What? I'm sorry. How do I get rid of this?
It's been corrected.
I still see it.
I'm sorry. Is there something I should do?
Mr. Benson, can you please stop sharing your screen? Jamir Benson, you're sharing your screen. Please stop.
There we
Thank
go.
Oh, there you go.
It
There you
wasn't you,
go.
Mr. Kelly.
It wasn't Mr. Kelly. It wasn't you, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you.
All right, our next case is 1842 East Wishart Street. This is Jameer Benson.
Reshot.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry
about the screen share.
Excuse me.
Okay.
This is the reporter again. I really apologize. In that confusion, I don't believe I heard the resolution of the last case. Could you tell me what that was?
5125 Malcolm Street is to be continued.
Thank you.
All right, we're now hearing 1842 East Wishart. Jameer Benson is present. I'm going to swear in both
Continue.
Mr. Benson Can you
Yes.
raise your right hand and do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Tom Robakowski, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, can you please present, Mr. Robakowski?
So what I have the property at 1842 East Wishard Street had been declared unsafe due to conditions of the rear shed or rear shed kitchen area of the property. And in the appeal paperwork, it appears that the appeal was filed in October of 2024. There are two permits in our system. Both indicate repair work to the rear shed, but the appeal paperwork says or is written, shed no longer standing due to natural causes. So that would lead me to believe that the shed is no longer attached to the property. What we would ask is for a permit to be issued within 90 days for the removal of the shed, or to make safe and put the shed back on the property, but to legalize that condition or the change in the property.
Okay, Mr. Benson?
Okay,
wanna-
so yeah, so the property was already had a shed on there.
And what happened to the shed?
The shed was halfway. I had just purchased the property and I moved my family in, but it was like halfway missing, and then it was raining and stuff like that. So the shed was like it's wood and it fell down. So actually it got repaired. So that's what I'm saying. And I didn't know if I needed a permit or anything. When L&I came, he told me that the shed was dangerous or whatever, and it fell down and I got it repaired.
All right, so the shed is still there.
Yes.
All right, you need to submit for a permit for the restructuring of the shed. And we're asking for that within 90 days.
So you want me to submit a form to get a permit to rebuild it?
Yeah, to legalize what you've done as part of a make safe permit.
Okay, so I'm just asking for a permit to rebuild, go downtown and get that.
To document the work you said was completed to rebuild.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all I need. Just go down there, and once I put it in the system, you guys will have it. I don't have to send anything or anything like that.
Well, I think you're gonna have to present some drawings for the permit and a report.
How big is this shed?
The shed is small. It's like I don't know the exact measurements, but it's like a laundry room. It's like real small.
What was the work that was?
Do you have any pictures of this?
I don't have any pictures in my phone. I just got a new phone. I don't even have any pictures in my phone right now.
Tom Robakowski, do you have photos of it?
I do. I can share my screen.
Thank you.
Okay.
So that's the front of the Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the front of the property on Wishard. This is
Okay.
this is the rear shed right here. I'll zoom in the photo so that it's better. It essentially it's essentially a one-story rear shed addition on the back. Probably was a rear shed kitchen or a bump out for the back of the property.
Okay. Is that attached to the house?
It is.
Okay. I thought it was like a shed way in the back, not attached to the house. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and Tom, you said there were two permits in the system. Are they expired or are they active?
If I remember correctly, one was in draft. I can tell you right away. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Both were in draft status, one in October and one in November of 2024.
All right, Mr. Benson, I assume you filed those permits?
Yes.
But you didn't complete them.
Yeah, I gotta go back down because I don't really understand like the whole permit thing, but I could just go back down there. I don't know if that's the case, whatever is easier, I'll just knock it down. I really don't, I don't I don't know nothing about this type of stuff. So I just living there with my family. When I brought the house, it was like that. If anything, I'll just take it down. I don't know.
So, Mr. Benson, if you're deciding to take it down, you would need a zoning and a make safe permit, which the make safe permit would illustrate that the department doesn't issue a partial demolition. So under a make safe permit, you could put down on your application if you're wishing to remove.
Okay, so I had to get a permit. Either way, I had to get a permit.
To either repair or demolish the shed, yes.
Okay, so since it's already repaired, it's already up now. So basically, I just go down there and get drawings. Like I don't.
You would have to provide the drawings like the board just rendered. You would have to provide drawings of how you reconstruct it and what kind of materials you used to reconstruct the rear shed. If you were planning on keeping it, if you were planning on getting rid of it, then you could illustrate that in your application as well. But they would both be under the terms of a make safe permit, whichever you want to do.
All right, so it's no fine for me. I gotta pay a fine for me doing it without a make safe.
Not right now.
All right, so I guess I'll just go down there. All right.
All right, is the board in agreement with 90 days for a make safe permit?
I am.
I agree.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Benson. Our next case is 2724 Ash Street. Harry Cook is the applicant.
These are,
Oh, I'm sorry,
these are appeals now.
all right. We'll stop recording until 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay. Testifying in this case?
Yes, Mr.
Sorry, go ahead.
Can you please read out the meeting?
2724 Ash Street.
Okay.
I'll read it into the record.
No, don't read it in the record. Where did I swear to guys in?
Yes. so you
Okay,
have to do
who's
that
from
one.
Ash Street?
Hello, Mr. Chair. Harry Cook here, attorney on behalf of the owner, Tetiana Luxage, and she is here, as well as our architect.
Okay, is it two other people going to testify?
Ms. Timofeeva, the architect, will be testifying as part of the case in chief.
Okay, I have to swear her in then, okay?
Okay.
I don't have to swear you in, Harry, because lawyers never lie, okay? So-
Understood, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
I-
Let me see if she's here. I'm looking for her. Elena Timofeeva.
Yes. Elena?
Wonderful.
Could you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, good. Is there, that's all?
We should also have this individual just spell her name for the court reporter.
Would you spell your name for the court reporter, please?
Sure. Elena Timofeeva, ELENA Timofeeva.
Okay, John, you got that?
And
Yes, Chair.
All right, pal. Okay.
And Mr. Chair, if my client is here, Tetiana Luxage, is she in the gallery?
Yes.
If she could be sworn, or she could just adopt my testimony at the end.
You can sit up here if you want. Oh, that's not them? Oh. Oh, you're on the screen. Okay.
I have to say, this is my first hybrid since you've been back to hybrid, so
Wow,
it's a little disconcerting.
It's a half a hybrid. But anyway, Tatiana, I'm going to swear you in. Where's she? I don't see her. Oh, there you go. Hi, Tatiana. Could you please raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
What we have to do is say, okay, that's all. But could you spell your name, please?
Tatiana, Tetyana, last name Luczaj.
Okay. I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Ted August, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
John Dimes, Fire Code.
Pradeep Reg, board member.
Okay.
Ryan McSherry, Board Counsel.
Deborah
I'm Matthew
Richardson.
Wojcik, LNI Supervisor.
Sorry, Matthew. Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Could you please read that into the record, Deb?
Sure. This is case number 8 on the list, MI 2025-003186 for 2724 Ash Street.
Okay, whoever's going to present the case, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'm going to start with a little background. Members of the board, good afternoon. Harry Cook on behalf of homeowner 2724 Ash Street. Ms. Luxage purchased this property with her then husband back in 2001. At the time, it was already fit out as a 3-unit apartment. The history in the Atlas Archive and the Hanson Archive previously show it to have been on the first floor a supermarket with either 1 or 2 units above throughout a period of 50 years, 60 years. Ms. Luxage purchased this and in 2008, she took the property herself from her, which was part of the marital estate. And she began a process at least 3 times to legalize it for the zoning use to have 3 units on her own vis-a-vis the board, the zoning board, and also LARB appeals. For a period of time, she had a rental license. She would never rent out more than 1 unit, and she used the remainder of the property as intergenerational family homes. So she was trying to stay as close to the code as possible through that period as she tried to legalize. Well, time caught up. The city did issue some violations. We've dealt with those, worked out an agreement with the city vis-a-vis Christopher Johnson. And the last bit of our legalization process is requesting the variances to the comments on the refusal issue. We were able to obtain the zoning use at the end of 23 and got the zoning permit in early 2024. And with that, some of the, you'll hear from the architect who will present regarding egress runs, regarding occupancy load, regarding unit sizes, regarding distance to the fire company, that why we think the current configuration and the historical use and no history of any issues meet the spirit of the code to provide for a safe environment for 3 units. And with that, I just want Ms. Luxage to adopt my testimony, and then I'm going to call the architect to go into the meat of the BBS refusal, if that's okay.
Certainly.
I have a question. You
Sure.
spoke of the first floor being an apartment or being a grocery store at one point. Do you know when that
Yes.
ended?
I don't know when it ended. There is a permit in the Hanson file, or at least a description of use in the Hanson file from I believe the 60s or 70s. And then I could try and find that right now for you,
that's
Ms.
okay.
Rivera. But it is of record that it was an additional unit, and then there are different recitations of use in subsequent applications that show either a 1 family above or 2 apartments above, but it was never a single family home, and that was all provided to the zoning board as to use. And our architect can go into, she's going to speak to fire rating, fire assembly, and all of that stuff. I just wanted to speak to the history and the efforts my client made over time, pro se, without a lot of funds, to do this as and we've gotten some very high verbal estimates for sprinklers, which just are we believe an undue hardship in light of the risk as we assess it. So with that, Ms. Rivera, would it be okay if and Mr. Chair, if I call my client to adopt my testimony for the record?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Ms. Luxage, did you hear my my presentation to the board so far?
Yes, yes, of course. And I agree with everything you said. It's all right. Yes.
All right, so it's, do you adopt it as your own testimony?
Correct. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And with that, I'm going to, am I able to share screen here?
Sure, good.
Yeah, I just want to briefly give you an idea of where the property is sited. Just on Atlas, you can see it's at the corner of Salmon and Ash. It's a corner property. You can kind of see from the layout how a grocery store at some point in time probably made a lot of sense there on that first floor. We are about a minute away from the firehouse, which we'll get into in the architect's testimony. Here are some additional photos of the exterior and interior.
What's the firehouse on Richmond Street?
That's right.
Okay.
And I will submit these photos for the record as well upon completion.
That stop there.
Oh.
Come back down. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I just want to see the meters. Okay. See what I mean? Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
And this was just during the zoning processes where zoning permit applications and notices. So that's really kind of the sum and substance of my portion of this testimony. I'm going to stop sharing screen. And I'd like to call up Miss Timofeva.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of this
Sure.
case. I am a registered architect in the state of Pennsylvania. I hold a degree from Drexel University. I have 16 years of experience. My current position is project lead architect at IPS. My current specialty is large complex pharmaceutical manufacturing buildings, but my previous experience also included commercial, institutional, and multifamily buildings as well. So I'm involved in all phases of design, from concept, construction, detailed design, and construction. So I have been asked to act as an expert witness in this case concerning the refusal of permit due to change of occupancy from R3 to R2 and certain non-compliance with the code provisions. I'm sorry. So my role is to provide independent professional opinion and to assist the board in understanding the design of existing building within its context and applicable building codes, and ensure that the life safety and welfare of its occupants is not compromised. Oh, I'm sorry, got something in my throat.
Take your time. I get that all the time.
My mother
I know.
just came down with COVID 2 days ago, and I hope it's not that, because it surely she started with an itch, a scratch in the throat, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm blaming on Canada. All that smoke's coming down.
It's true.
So maybe it's because I haven't talked whole day. Now I have to speak. So I reviewed the plans prepared and submitted by Glenwood Engineering for the permit. I also reviewed the refusal letter and each point of refusal. So I have prepared a written testimony that I'm not sure if it was provided, but I can certainly share it on the screen.
Yeah, so that's actually very helpful, Ms. Timofeva. I did provide it to the board as well as your most recent update. I don't think the board's had a chance to review it. So if you could just go into summary format of the ways by which this property you believe meets the spirit of the code with its existing configuration and passive measures, et cetera, that would be very helpful, and they can come back and ask additional questions, and we can incorporate for the record your written testimony as well. So with that, why don't you start with each first comment of the refusal and walk through it as to how you believe this property should have a variance from it. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. So the first comment is requirement of fire sprinklers due to change of occupancy. Current codes do require group R2 to have sprinklers. The life safety is very important, but the building also will be will have 1 hour fire resistance rating of floor and ceilings, separating all 3 units, fire stopping and draft stopping installed throughout concealed spaces. So, and the passive features, are very common and critical component of the building safety, and which ensures the occupants can escape in very quick amount of time. And as we spoke earlier, the Philadelphia Fire Department Engine 33 is located, 0.1 mile away from the property, which is 0.1 miles, 3 walk-in minutes, which ensures also very quick response. Also, the property is equipped with 24/7 monitoring system, even in the event if occupants not home, and the fire department is notified automatically in any event, and the commander center dispatches the fire department. Each unit has carbon monoxide smoke detectors. It even has audible alarms and visual alarms, horn and strobes, and it also has 3 pull stations, which I think exceeds, the requirements of the code. The layout of the building with 3 individual units is very small square footage. The table below that I looked at allowable occupant load per each unit is 11, where the building code allows 20, but based on the very small square footage of each unit, the actual number of occupants is very low. For the total building, there might be only like 4 occupants living in that space because just to physical limitations of the space. This plays an important role, during the egress, that building is not overloaded, and less people, there is less hazard, so so additional the egress and emergency access requirements, even in the sprinkler buildings, R2 occupancy, the allowable common path of egress is 125 feet, and the total travel distance is 200 feet. Looking at each unit, travel distance, from the most remote point in each room to the exit is way below. We can see the unit 41 is only 45 feet. Unit number 2 is 40 feet. Unit number 3 is 55 feet. it's almost 4 times less than what is allowed by the code for non-sprinklered building. I think it's very important to consider that how quickly people can evacuate even there are no, sprinklers in the buildings. As we spoke earlier, this is a very old building. It was built in 1920, wood construction, and installing retrofitting a building like this with fire sprinklers is very challenging. Not only the cost of sprinklers itself, but also the damage it can cause to existing structure that was not planned for such system. And also the damage the water can cause with the mold and structure to the building itself. That can be, when you look at the benefits, do the benefits really outweigh what it's really providing, or where there is other factors that still ensure the safety of the occupants. I don't know if there's any questions. So that was all related to the first comment about the fire sprinklers.
Are you able to show a layout of the building?
I do. Okay, just a second. So this is the first, the basement floor on the left side, and the first floor on the right side. So from the south side, this is the unit number 1 in pink. And as we can see, like this square, this is like the gross square feet, and this is like the actual net square feet. It's only like 318 square feet.
Oh, and what the application for permit is for what area of the building? Basement and first floor only?
It's for all 3 units to be legalized as a free dwelling R2 occupancy.
And so no previous number of units was approved for this building? As it was a second, so when there was a grocery store, were the upper floors previously approved as dwelling units?
No, the zoning is already approved 2023.
Ms. Luxage, I'll answer the question. So previously, if you go through the archive, there was, and this is all pre-code, there was the grocery store on the first floor, and there was either 1 unit above or 2 units above at any given time.
So when you bought this building, how many units were in there?
3. There were 3 units.
But I'm seeing in 2002, zoning was applied for to make it 3 units, and that was denied.
Yes, so that's what I was referring to. She was pro se at that time. She had purchased it. She went to go get a rental license for 3 units at the time because it was 3 units in what she believed she purchased, and she couldn't get it. So she tried to legalize. If you look at the language on the application, it's to legalize the 3 units. It was purchased from the prior owner who tried, if you go further back into the archive, who tried to make use changes and did not finish that process. And again, that was all presented to the zoning board previously as to the history of the property and the fact that she was found to have not, in order to get a variance, you cannot create the hardship, and she did not create the hardship.
Harry, just to clarify, when you say 3 units, you're saying it was 3 residential units when it was purchased?
When it was purchased, it was 3 residential units. That's correct.
So at some point prior to the purchase, the grocery store went away. Do you have
That's
any
right.
idea of the time frame?
I believe that the grocery store was in effect in the 80s, but it's hard to tell. I think it was a 3 unit back into the 90s.
Okay, thanks.
That's from just piecing together the the Atlas archive and some of the different applications from prior owners. That's my guess, probably around 97, 98.
You can show the second and third
Sorry.
levels, just the plans there, so we know how they're split up.
Mhm. Okay, so the first floor has the whole unit number 1 is located on the first floor, the pink area. Unit number 2 is that yellow area. With a little portion of the basement is a laundry. The entrance to the third unit from the west side. And let me go to the second floor. So the second floor is fully occupied by the unit number 3. And there is also a small attic area.
And what is the construction activity? Is there no construction activity being proposed under this application? It's just a
None,
legal-
none. It's just a legalization of what was there when she purchased it.
And in terms of the history indicates definitively there was a grocery store as a previously approved use, but it's unclear about whether the second and third floor was 1 or 2 units.
That is correct. There is evidence in the Hansen file that at one point it was 1, at one point it was 2, prior to 1978.
Okay, but it's clear that there was no residential activity approved for the first or basement.
As far as I can tell in the Hansen file, there was a period of time. The prior owner also had had it listed as single family. So I don't know if that ever was effectuated or not, but you know, there were no, up until my client tried to legalize it and was using it intergenerationally, and prior to any of the violations that were issued as a result, there's no history that we can definitively point to as to whether the entire property was residential at some point, or if that was a vacant commercial space. I have a feeling that at some point in the 80s and 90s, that that grocery store was no longer in use, and someone was using that first floor as for residential purposes.
This is Lieutenant Dime. Sorry that I think you just said what I was going to ask, but is there any evidence that you bought this and there was ever 3 families living in there as a triplex?
It was purchased in 2001 as a triplex, and she did none of the work. You know, and you know, that was already a finding of the zoning board.
So the first floor commercial space at one point, when it was purchased, was there anyone living in it then, or were you aware of any?
Oh, good question. So let me ask my client, Tatiana, when you purchased the unit, was there anyone living in the first floor unit, or was it vacant 3 units?
Yes, so when we purchased it, there was a family who lives there, but they were a big family, so they occupy like they occupy like the second floor and the front as well. So they took like you know,
2 units.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that time when we were purchasing that. But I know that they were like related to something, like, you know,
Just a question.
and similar
Okay,
to us,
thank
like
you.
when we purchased it properties, so we also had like my mom live and cousin with us. So we didn't really care at that time about the zoning. But then when I went to apply for putting a deck, I wanted actually to put a deck on. I didn't care about the zoning at that time. And when I applied, they told me that it used to be grocery store, and previous owner, when they came to apply for antenna, they called that property as a residential or something. So now they told me I cannot like apply for the deck until we clarify the zoning status of
Right.
that property. And they told me, how is that right now? So they sent me to legalize the use of existing 3 family, because that's how we purchased it.
When you when you purchased it, was there 3 separate kitchens, no modification?
Yes,
There was,
that's right. There were
Yeah.
3 separate kitchens, all of that, and that was all part of the testimony and the findings of the zoning board as to, you know, not creating the hardship. So that is correct. There were 3
There were-
units, 3
there were-
kitchens.
there were, in other words, that you couldn't go from one unit to
That's
another
right.
without
right.
going out a door and going in another door.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, all 3 doors existed. Yeah, everything was just the way it is. Yeah, I mean, during past 20 years of ownership, we just did a cosmetic type of, you know, maintenance, but everything remains the same. So we just wanted to point out to some steps and some, you know, other things that a little bit not compliant because it was very old when it was built.
And looking at those meters, when you flip through the pictures, the one box looked kind of newer. Have you done any electrical work or anything like that?
No, no, not at all. Actually, the boxes is also original. I mean, they did updated the meters during, you know, our ownership. A couple times, actually, Pico came to change, but the electrical panels, they are the same from 2000, actually. Like, since we have it, we never
There was always 3
had to
meters
do.
there?
What did you ask?
Was there always 3 meters there?
Always been 3 meters, yes, when we purchased, and it's always had like second floor, you know, first floor was front, back, and second and third floor.
Elena, can you
So-
go back to the upper floor plans for a second? Just one, okay. The 3rd floor, it's only a very small office space. It's labeled. It's not used as a sleeping space?
It's actually just an attic that was converted into like, you know, some additional office space. That's what we used
Okay.
back
And-
when, I mean, I had it, but yeah.
Just bear with me a second. So it's not used for sleeping. Matt, this is a question to you. If this were not, if this space didn't exist, this would be a 2-story building, it would not require sprinklers. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
Well,
I'm asking
that's
the
not the
code
thing
guy,
that
so,
triggered it. Okay,
you know.
can I? Okay,
Go ahead,
thank you.
Matt, sorry.
Good, Matthew.
The number of stories is not what triggered the sprinkler requirement. It's going from R3 to
units.
R2.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But
The
that's,
third story
you know,
doesn't really factor into the, I mean, actually, it doesn't, one of the items. Yeah, height and area for change to a higher hazard category. Because it was listed as type 5B construction, the code doesn't allow a 3-story type 5B building unsprinklered of group R2. It can be 2 stories unsprinklered in type 5B. Well, the change from R3 to R2, the way the existing building code is phrased, it says the means of egress must comply with Chapter 10 of the IBC, and it doesn't like redirect you to the other means of egress sections in the existing building code. So it just says go right to Chapter 10 of the IBC. So that's why all the other sections are like IBC sections. It's because of that change.
So just the one follow-up question. From the 2nd floor of this unit 3, if you go down the stairs, do you go directly out to a hallway that takes you directly outside, or when you go downstairs from here,
Right.
where do you land?
Elena, you can answer that. Yeah.
Right. From the 2nd floor, you go downstairs and through the hallway right to the outside.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
So, I mean, in addition, you know, the 2nd floor, so the portion, this is the roof of the 1st floor. I mean, it's not used as a deck, but it does have, always had the door there. And although I know it's not really a means of exit, you know, from the roof, but it is an area of refuge, you know, that people quickly can escape to and be rescued.
Is there a railing, or is that just a parapet at the edge there?
Railing.
There is both.
Okay.
There is a picture, there's parapet,
Right.
not that picture. And the railing to meet 42 inches height. And once again, it was installed, as I understand, as a preventive measure because there is some equipment on the roof, and for maintenance, you don't want to slip and fall.
I'm just trying to understand, in 2002, there was a zoning application.
Yes.
to Get a 3-family dwelling, that was denied, but yet it continued to be a 3-unit dwelling.
So,
from 2002 on.
so let me go back into that history. So again, she got it as a 3-unit. She did not have counsel. English is not her first language. She attempted to do this all on her own and did it incorrectly. During that process, through the intervening years, she did have a rental license and was renting 1 unit. She was using the other units intergenerationally. So her mother would be in a unit, she was in a unit, family was there. So she wouldn't have needed a rental license for that. And in her mind, that was a way to be in compliance with the spirit of what the code is requiring, because it wasn't truly 3 units, because it was really intergenerational living. Of course, from L&I standards, it is 3 units at that point, and that's what ultimately triggered the refusal, the violations. And then for several years, she tried herself again to go back to the zoning board and make that same explanation, and it just did not happen. And then she engaged us in, I guess it was 2021, and we began the process and reviewed the archive and presented a case as would appropriately be presented. And we did obtain the variance for 3 units. But she wasn't using the property to, pad her pocket on 3 units all along the way. She was actually trying to be very cognizant of the fact that, the city took a position on it, and, she wasn't, renting to 3 strangers in 3 different units and so on and so forth. If that provides any clarity, Ms. Rivera.
Okay, thank you. Can you show the first floor and basement again?
Same one.
We're gonna be right back. We're gonna caucus. Okay, here's what we come up with. We got a couple options for you. One is to sprinkle the building and have 2 egress wells in the basement for each apartment. Or put in an automatic fire alarm system in that's monitored by a third party, and the 2 egress wells out of the basement. What is in the basement? Is it both? Is it a laundry room and an apartment, or is it, what do you have there?
Only laundry rooms in apartment.
It's an apartment in both?
2 apartments, each have portion of the basement. Apartment number 2nd, which is purple, and apartment is yellow, have part of the basement. You see that one has laundry here as well, and the other one has laundry as well, and access to the storage and panels, electrical panels here as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're your options. Pick one.
I believe we already have the alarm, the ones that you mentioned, the 24/7 monitoring.
You have an automatic fire alarm system in
Yeah,
there?
Yeah, there's already an automatic that's monitored in real time, and
Last year, We installed that, it was
And-
permit obtained, and we actually supposed to attach
Yeah.
all the works that was completed.
Elena has that and she can present that to the board. So then it would just come down to a question of egress wells.
Hold on 1 second. Do you have smoke alarms with that?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, this proposal from August of 24, permit was pulled. That's completed. That's all, that's all been installed.
But just to be clear, that the scope of this system, can you go back to the previous page? Is this the entire building? It says.
yeah, all
250
3 units. Each unit has the pull station next to each door, and
So-
each individual.
No, so if you notice, it says install the following hardwired initiating devices right below your cursor. So it says number 3, dual action manual pull stations, and it identifies the location, right? So it says basement, first floor, not the entire building. And then number 2
No,
says
that's for entire building. So I believe the main panel is located in the basement, but each door has it, and the second has it as well. So I don't know why they wrote it this way.
I mean, so if it was a fire alarm system, it would need to be annually tested. So
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's
I have
it's
to
cer-
obtain
it's
license testing, right? And I
Our-
pay like monthly fee for 24/7 monitor. And even if like one of the device not communicating, they calling me right away and they send in technician to make sure that they monitor all the devices in a good standing.
Yeah, so we have building certification number BC 2024-022650. It was inspected on August 2nd, 2024, certified, and the expiration runs through August 2nd, 2025, and it's fidelity, burglar, and fire alarm.
okay, so this description we're seeing on the sheet isn't very clear. So I think as long as the certifying agency or the company can identify it as a NFPA 72 compliant automatic fire alarm system throughout the building, meaning that the activation doesn't rely on manual pull stations
That's right.
in the units. Again, throughout the building, I believe that meets the intent of what we're trying to.
Yes, it does have automatic detection, and even if no one is home, the monitoring company does signal the fire company.
Okay, if that can be provided as part
We
of the permit.
can provide that subsequent to today if we can keep the record open.
Okay, if you do the alarm system and put 2 egress wells in the basement, then you don't have to sprinkle it. Okay, or you
Great.
sprinkle it and do the 2 egress wells in the basement.
And the 2 egress wells are 1 from each unit.
Yeah.
From the basement side. And Elena, can you just review quickly the area where they would be proposing the egress wells, just so that we can do that?
All right, so this is the laundry room of unit 1. So it does have, I mean, it will be great in a situation like this to walk the property to actually see, where the grade is to relation of the floor, because I know there is certain code requirements for the window wells are much more stricter right now, that actually require a walk in, basically with steps, like a window well, not the homes how it was built before. I have to look more into the code, and I know it can cause some challenges. I mean, the unit number 2, I believe, right on the back. It has a rear yard, where you're still, on the owner's property, like if you do have to excavate and actually install a walk-in window well, maybe visible, but the unit number 2, so we are at the street level and the sidewalk on this side of the building, you know, where it will be challenging to.
So that would
to-
require
yeah.
streets department right away
Yeah.
approval.
Yes, yeah. Because you will be impeding on the sidewalk. It will be, yeah.
Are there's no Bilco or previous Bilco area?
Yeah, there is a balcony door on the backyard, but I think the fire alarm would be a better option if we can have that option
Well,
instead of that.
it's both. It's your current fire alarm, and we'll get it certified to the standards required. But also you are required to have 2 window wells for both of for egress purposes for the bottom units.
I'd like to clarify, I'm looking at the basement plan and I see part of it's unit 1, part of it's unit 2, and part of it's unit 3. If that is the case, then we would want 3 egress wells, 1 for each of the units in the basement.
Elena, can you speak to that?
It is
only 2 units.
It is
It's
2
two
units.
units,
It's
yeah.
mislabeled.
Not all 3.
It's, yeah, because the blue color is representing the unit number 3. So it is all one area. And those 2 little windows, I can go to elevations. Yeah, I think you can see them. I mean, they're right at the grade level. So they are. So
How wide are the sidewalks along the side there?
So I can just want to pull up on Atlas so you can see that side street. And I don't know, Elena, do you have Atlas in front of you? That you can pull up the August 2024 photo so you can see the width of it's large enough for a very wide F-250 or box truck to park, and there's balusters as well on a portion of that. I guess that's Salmon Street right there.
right, and that sidewalk is even more narrow than the one up front because it's more of the side street. And I know the foundations of those older buildings,
Fragile.
you know, stone, yeah, stone and very fragile, you know, once again, excavating.
Are there photos of the basement so we can understand the space?
Let me see what I have in my binder. Just a moment. And I just have that meter photo from the basement. Elena, do you have any additional photos?
I do not.
Just a moment. Let me see what I can
the
find.
drawings.
And the fact that we already have a hydrant light right on the corner, it doesn't help also.
I didn't get that. Can you tell me that again?
No, that doesn't help, Tatiana.
Yeah, I think, you know, the question is related to the egress,
Right.
you know, from the basement. And, you know, for both units, the basement, the purpose, it's used as a laundry room. So it's only accessed, you know, on sporadically, yes.
People are down there, you know, watching the game and sleeping down there.
Right. And the same is in the case of the unit number 3, where it is mostly storage, you know, and laundry, you know, electrical, some what dehumidifier, some
Basement finished?
Are there any finishes? in the
Partially
basement?
finished, yes, whereas at areas.
Tatiana, do you have any photos of the basement that you could just text me very quickly so I could provide the board? What about a proviso for, no sleeping units in the basement?
I mean, we can put, I mean, I don't know what for that. I don't think who can sleep there. I mean, it's pretty moist place. I mean, we have a problem to control the, after rain, like heavy rains, it's very difficult to control humidity. So,
and
I
water
don't know.
seepage through existing foundation you mentioned
So-
before.
Yeah.
If it's not finished and it's a if it's not finished, meaning no carpeting, things like that, and if it's being leased out, that there's no, that is a lease restriction prohibiting sleeping or occupancy in the basement other than laundry activity.
We would absolutely be willing to
Is that
accept
course,
that proviso.
I would feel more comfortable if we saw pictures. We're hearing it's partially finished.
Understood. Understood.
something.
And would it be possible to, hold the vote today on that? And we keep the record open and we supplement it. And then we could have a resumption hearing if necessary, or the board could, just make a determination based on that. Is that okay?
We can have a continuance, sure.
Okay, so let's do a resumption. I know that it's a bit superfluous at this point, but I know that Ms. Timofeeva did have additional testimony and we submitted it by email. Can we incorporate that by reference into the record as well?
We do it with executive
yeah.
session?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Great.
Mhm.
All right, super. So, we don't have anything more today. Really appreciate the options provided in the alternative to sprinklers. We just have to figure out how to make that work. And, totally open to no sleeping, just using that basement as a works, as a mechanical and laundry space. And if that requires removal of any finishings, that would probably make sense as well. So, will we apply for a
Continue it.
date?
Deb, you can give them a date to come back for the continuance?
The next date in June is June 26th, or
date in
you
June
can
is
do the
June
first date in,
26th.
or the first date in July.
Let's
first
try
date
and
in
get this
July.
done on the 26th of June. Ms. Timofeeva, are you available?
Yes, I'll make myself available.
Wonderful. And I will
Okay.
make myself available.
Okay, so we'll continue it to the 26th.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
The next case is in the room, is at Marshall Street? Okay, all right. Who's here from Marshall Street?
I'm sorry. This is the reporter. I'm not
I'm
here.
sorry, excuse me. Yeah. Who's here from Marshall Street?
Hi, I am. My name's James Hara.
Hey, Jay. You're gonna be testifying?
Yes, I will be testifying today.
Could you please raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else testifying?
My client, Michael Gale's here. I'm not sure if he'll need to testify, but we can.
Yeah, we'll swear him in anyway. Michael, could you raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I swear.
You sure? Okay. All right, good. All right. All right, if that's the only two people who are going to be testifying, I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted Agus, board member.
Rudy Perek, board member.
John Diamonds Fire Code.
Brad McSherry, board counsel.
Matthew Ojic, LNI supervisor.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Deb, could you read that into the record, please?
Okay. This is case number 9 on our agenda, MI 2025-003583 for 1708 Marshall Street.
Okay, whoever's going to present the case, go ahead. Okey-dokey.
Where did we even go? There it is. Okay, so we can start off with the refusal. And of course, I just closed it. Good start. No. This Zoom thing is like blocking out part of my thing. Okay, our notice of refusal today. So as a little background for the project, the project is 1708 North Marshall Street. It's this red brick building right here. The client purchased the building as a single family home with 5 to 6 bedrooms in it. And we are applying for a renovation alteration permit, converting it from a single family home to a 3-unit multifamily building with a total of 6 bedrooms in it. So our refusal today, similar to the last case you just heard, change of occupancy classification is being made to a higher hazard category from R3 to R2. Basement and sleeping bedrooms below the 4-story above the grade plane shall have not fewer than 1 exterior emergency escape and rescue opening in accordance with section B 1030, such as opening shall open directly into a public way or to a yard or court that opens to a public way. We are unable to provide those currently with our current layout, as we have no rear yard alley access or tunnel alley that you see throughout the city. So just to walk through the plans real quick, we can look through. This is our basement. Our basement is being used for absolutely nothing other than utilities, and then the washer, dryer, and mechanical things for the first floor unit. On our first floor unit, you come in, we have an entry vestibule for all of the units. And then the entry to the first unit is on the left as you come in, living room and kitchen in the front of the building, and then 2 bedrooms into the rear with a bathroom in the back of the building. Going up to the second floor, you come up, we enter into the middle of the unit. We have the 2 bedrooms front loaded as best as possible. So this bedroom is compliant with code. However, this bedroom here is non-compliant based on not having a window opening to the right of way. Then we also have a single bathroom, kitchen, and living room in the rear of the buildings. And then the third floor, again, is pretty identical to the second floor, except you come up and closer to the rear, where, again, you're coming into your living and kitchen area in the rear of the building, and then 2 bedrooms in the front. Again, this bedroom would be compliant. This bedroom would be non-compliant. And then we also have a private roof deck for this top floor unit as well. So we're applying, again, for a variance regarding the rear bedrooms on the second and third floor unit, as well as the 2 bedrooms on the first floor unit. Our initial proposal in helping to make this easier, more welcoming, is we are utilizing an NFPA 13 system instead of an NFPA 13R system, which would be utilized more often than not on a project of this size. So happy to answer any questions, walk through any parts of the project that you have. Any questions?
John, what do you think about the increase in from a 13R to a 13 with these 2 rooms?
Wayne, you're talking to me?
Yes, John.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was built as a single exit, single family dwelling, correct?
Originally, with the same number of bedrooms, potentially 1 less bedroom.
Right, but that's how it was built, and the code allows that to have a single exit. So he's sprinkling the buildings. So the question is that the emergency escape openings just not allowing them because you can't comply because there is no way to get to a public way. Do I understand?
The exit would still be allowed for this building regularly. The fact that we don't have 2 exits triggers us in needing to make sure our bedrooms have the emergency escape and rescue opening. So again, 2 of our bedrooms do, the other 4 do not. It's these 2 right here that open to the side yard of the building into the rear, and then these 2 in the first floor that also open to that same side yard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other options, whether, I mean, either kill the project or you know, him upgrading to the 13 system and allowing it to be done. The travel distances, do we know what the travel distances are?
Yeah, sure. So our travel distances are taken to our 1 hour corridor. So the stair corridor that all of these units will exit to are a 1 hour system from the second floor where the third floor unit entry is, all the way down to the first floor that exits you right out. And our travel distances into those paths, for unit A maxes out at 81.5 feet. For unit B maxes out at 30 feet, just over 30 feet. C01 is the main living level, so that's 67 feet 4 inches, and then CO2 should be coming from the roof deck, so that one is a little bit longer at 119.9, but still compliant.
Okay, and do you have a full NFP 72 compliant smoke alarm system in there?
Yep. So this will get all new electrical, plumbing, and mechanical as part of this. So these are the two sheets that we have, just showing the standards set forth by the MEP engineer. And then these sets of plans are the electrical and fire alarm plans.
So from a fire operations standpoint, what the building, how it operates inside with regard to a single family or three family, that, you know, the life hazard could be the same depending upon how many people are in the building. So our operations going to be the same, you know, whether or not the board wants to give a variance for that, you know, doesn't affect our operations. But, you know, me looking at it from my perspective, it's about all they can do. So.
While the back windows don't lead to a right-of-way, are the size of those windows in the bedrooms large enough that they qualify as escape windows?
Yes, that is a great question. They do. So you can see here all of our, actually, I might double check these. So our ones above are 2.6 by 5, 2.9 by 5.4, 2.9 by 5.4. I'm willing to double check those and confirm that they do. These ones look like they may be bordering on that clearance, but we could always swap those out for casements instead of double hungs, and then those unit sizes would certainly meet the minimum requirements for an opening.
Okay,
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like I said, you can see all the ones marked for egress. We can swap those out, the double hungs and all of those for casements, and they will all meet that minimum 5.7 square foot opening.
Okay. All right.
Can I just butt in for a second here? This is Matt. Just to be clear, I double checked the fire separation distance between for the bedrooms in the rear that face the side yard a lot line. It's only about it was only 3.75 feet.
Yeah.
So by the code, 13 is the NFPA 13 system is required regardless because
Matt,
of
is
that.
that the case even though we are renovating those walls and replacing what was there previously?
Are those openings new?
The walls are new. Due to structural concerns, we had to take the walls down and build them back up in the same place.
Oh,
Well, I guess in that case, the openings are new, so.
I mean, I'm not sure how the,
Yeah.
Alan would judge that.
Let me just find the IBC section that sends you that.
Yeah, 7058 I'm aware of, and I agree, because it's what they determine a sprinkler building versus a non-sprinkler building is the NFPA 13. So I'm not disagreeing with you that might be required. I just know that when we do renovations, normally just replacing the windows doesn't count towards that opening percentage as it's existing. I just don't know how L&I would consider this, since we're just rebuilding the walls that needed to come down for structural concerns.
Okay. If all ratings.
Do you think you're gonna get an easement agreement with the church?
I believe Mike, this would be a great time for you to chime in, but I believe we did try to ask them about it and they were shut down fairly quickly. And now the church behind, which I believe is a multifamily building at this point, put up like a 6-foot fence between the properties.
Yeah, that's correct, Jimmy. It's configured as a multi-dwelling condo complex, and they have brought the fence all the way up to the back of our building, which is about a 6-foot chain link fence, and they have declined access mainly because they deem it a risk as their property is full commercial.
Thanks, Mike.
I'm good.
All right, we're good with everything you're gonna do. Okay, you got the variance or.
Great. Thanks a
whatever.
lot, guys. We'll
Okay.
keep an eye out for your notice of decision.
Okay, no problem. You'll get it in a couple of weeks. All right?
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All
All right,
right.
guys. Thanks
Good
very
luck.
much. Enjoy. Thanks. All right, Jimmy, catch up.
Yeah, so, who's here from Fairmount Avenue?
We have a party.
My mind's someplace else.
Yes.
And who's online? Is anyone going to be,
I can introduce everybody if that's helpful.
yes, and the thing is if anyone's going to be protesting,
Presenting.
anybody going to be testifying, if I could swear them in. Okay.
Might as well
Scott
do-
testifying?
Yes.
Anyone else?
Probably Ajay, and Melanie, maybe.
Okay, all right, we'll start out with you guys.
Great.
You're first, give
Hi.
your name and,
Curry Sotner. I'm the president and CEO of Eastern State
I'm
Penitentiary.
sorry,
Storage.
pardon me, this is the reporter. I didn't hear what you said.
okay, here we go.
It is. I feel like I'm really loud. So, hi, John. It's Curry Sotner, the president and CEO of Eastern State Penitentiary Historic Site.
Could you please spell your name?
Sure. First name is Kerry. It's Kerry. Last name is Sotner. It's S as in Sam, Autner.
And can you please raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth, all truth, nothing but the truth?
Confirm.
Okay.
James Travis, Associate Director of Operations.
Go, James.
James Travis, Associate Director of Operations and Safety, JAMES TRAVIS.
Can you please raise your right hand? Yeah, that's your left. Hey, all right.
You're a mirror.
I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay.
I'm Erin Davis, Director of Halloween Nights at Eastern State Penitentiary.
I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
You don't want to hear what Willie Sutton? Yeah. Okay, who's next? Who else is on there is going to do it?
Ajay Prasad, AJAY PRASAD.
All right, Jay, you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there anyone else? Okay. Okay, I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted August, board member.
I'm Pradeep Parekh, board member. I'll be recusing myself for calendar items 10 and 11.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Thank you.
John Dimes, Fire Code.
Ryan McSherry, Board Counsel.
I'm Matthew Ojigalni, Supervisor.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Okay, Deb, could you read this into the record, please?
Okay, so this is number 10 and 11 for today's agenda. Number 10, MI 2025-003978 for 2027 Fairmount Avenue. And number 11 is MI 2025-003979 for the same address, 2027 Fairmount Avenue.
Okay, who's ever going to be present the case, please do.
I'll just kick it off with a little kind of historical piece, and then I'm going to turn it over to Ajay to kind of dive deep into the technical side of it. So you probably all know, but I'll do my due diligence and say Eastern State is a 200-year-old structure that is made of concrete, cement, and masonry. This structure has been in use as a penitentiary from 1829 to 1971. Then it was closed, and about 30 years ago, Eastern State Penitentiary Historic Site Incorporated opened it as a museum to house museum exploration, tours, all those pieces. A few years before that, they began a fundraiser called A Terror Behind the Walls, now named Halloween Nights, to be able to use it as a fundraiser. Many of you, again, probably have been through Halloween Nights or some version of it over the years. But during this time of year, so typically September and October, we have an increased occupancy at this time. Like I said, we've been running it for years and years. And this fundraiser not only supports the preservation and the work of Eastern State Incorporated, it also employs over 350 employees every single year. 2 of them are sitting beside me. They both are full-time employees that work year-round. James has been with the program for 18 years. He oversees operations during the day and at night, as well as safety. And Aaron Davis has been with Halloween Nights for 15 years and has ran it as a director for 3 years total. So we're here today to continue the work that we do at Eastern State, to continue the work we do with Halloween Nights, and ask for 2 variances. We are working with a company named Jensen and Hughes to help make sure that every single thing we do is perfect, because there are so many people that come through this site, about 300,000 every year, and we want to make sure we keep them happy and, of course, safe. So Ajay is going to walk through kind of the technical side of our ask for 2 variances.
So I figured we would start with the listed occupancy increase. So currently we have a listed occupancy of 400 occupants. Based on our research, we're not really sure exactly how we arrived at 400. So what we did is reevaluate the egress from the facility. And we have a capacity of 595 that can be accommodated through the main gate. And so our request is to increase the capacity, and this is for museum activity. So we're not talking about Halloween Nights. We're saying in general, throughout the year, what is the maximum capacity we can have, occupant load we can have in the facility. And so, what we've determined is that the gatehouse exit onto Fairmount Avenue can accommodate 595 occupants. This is, the area outside is open to above. So we don't expect any accumulation of smoke or products combustion for the exit discharge. The doors, exterior doors at each end of the central corridor swing in the direction of travel and are locked in the open position when the museum's occupied. And we have this, in addition to the egress capacity provided by the gates, which we calculated, we also have this safe dispersal area that can accommodate 1,129 people during emergency shelter in place. So that is pretty much the gist of the request to increase that capacity. Again, there's a long history that we have going back many years on this issue. So, again, in addition to that, and this will come up in the next variance also, we have a previously approved automatic fire detection alarm system that has horns and strobes. We have exterior on-site standpipe systems for manual fire suppression by the fire department. And as I said, we also have, the employees have radios.
Quick question. So, sorry. This is Lieutenant
James, I don't know if you want to, or Aaron, provide any kind of additional information regarding the facility staff and how they can handle emergencies.
Quick question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So you're asking for a variance for an increase of occupancy. What is the calculated occupancy load per getting an occupancy. Most places, whether it be museums or assemblies, have to get an occupancy limit sign anyway that's calculated.
Right.
So was that ever done, and what's the variance from what to what? So these things are usually
yeah. Sorry to chat. Yeah, the variance was previously 400.
So that was
and we are increasing to 595.
What's the calculable?
Oh.
How many is supposed to have per the code? In other words, you got a variance for 400. So the space and the exiting and the remoteness of the exiting and the square footage and all that type of stuff should be calculated, saying this is what meets code. And then there's a then if you're looking for a variance, but what is the legal limit?
595. So when we look back in the records, and Melanie's here as well. So if Melanie, you want to jump in go through, what we saw in the records historically was 400 people on site at one point in time, looking at all of those factors, but there was never any documentation of how they got to 400. So our architects, J and M, let me get the initials right because it's Jess and Mel, they went through and did that calculation and came up with the 595. So step one is to fix it, to make it appropriate for what we have and to give a number that's based on all of those criteria.
Well, doesn't license and inspection have a way of sending someone out there to come up with that? I mean, I know I give people websites all the time that tell them, listen, you go here, you apply, you go to LNI, and they give you the number. So if you've calculated the number and it's by the fire code, why can't you just go to the city to get that number?
And when did this come before us a number of years ago? I know we've had event variances. Was there something that was presented, and did that 400 number come out of a BBS hearing in the past? Or
no, it was before that too. And so we sat down, and I'm blanking on Betsy's last name right now, so I have.
Baldwin.
So we sat down and had a conversation with Betsy Baldwin or Elizabeth Baldwin, and I'm forgetting the other guy that always works with her.
It was Mike Fay.
No.
No.
Sorry, it'll come back. It was December 21st. I'll remember the date because it was the last day I worked before the holiday break. We had a conversation with them about these two things. So they are connected. And so thank you to see those connections. Almost all the time, we'll ask for a yearly variance around Halloween nights. And so to have that variance, which we had last year at 1880 and the year before at 1680, what was suggested to us is we put these two things up at the same time. So fix our base number and then fix the request and the ask that we have for the additional capacity for the fundraiser. That's why these two things are coming to you at the same time and connected, so we can look at them as a whole. That might, John, Mr. Dimes, I don't know if that helps kind of clarify why are we doing it this way and why are we going through this procedure this way?
It does. I wasn't familiar with the history.
Sorry, it's a little wonky, and also, we're digging through the archives over the last couple years to see kind of what layers everybody had at different times. The only thing that nobody can really find is how they got to that 400, because it's not based off of any other math calculations or normal ways we do this. So yes.
And yeah, to answer another question, Lieutenant Dimes, is I believe that we have about 75,000 square feet that is available to be occupied. So there's obviously some percentage that would be employee only and some that would be museum. If we did it strictly as 30 square feet per person, like a museum, the occupant load would be 2,500 people, which far exceeds what we would want. So it's
but there's other factors that go along with that, like exiting, remoteness of exiting, how wide the exits are, rooms, stuff like that. You know that. Okay.
Yeah. Right. And that's how we got to again, for the regular museum activity of
400.
The five, I forget what the number is. Let's see.
595.
595.
Yes. Yeah.
So John, are you comfortable with that 595 as a sort of regular throughout the year number?
And I just want to clarify, there's one way out, correct? Through the gatehouse? Okay.
This is the funniest thing. When you work in museums your entire career and then you work in one with one way in and out, it feels so bizarre, but you're like, oh yeah, it was a penitentiary. Yeah. Exactly. So as of right now, which our preservations are
Tunnels have been
fitting,
closed up.
the tunnels, yeah, the tunnels are still open, but yes, we would not want to send people down there. There's one way in and out, and it's a very wide open area. And so that's where they did the math on. But right now, yes.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
the bathroom requirements, does that meet this new occupancy?
Yeah, the bathroom requirements, yes, our bathroom requirements meet it. And we're also in the next year working on a new welcome center that will increase our permanent bathrooms on site as well. Got a lot of work going on.
So we do have other, things such as the means of egress lighting, signage, and,
Well,
including the
seems like the
internal,
square
internal and
footage,
exterior limited.
it seems that the square footage isn't the problem. There's plenty of space for the 595 number. It's just a matter of historically, I mean, for one exit, you're only supposed to have 50 people from any room, no matter how big the square foot is. So
Exactly.
obviously you've been given a pass on that for years. So going from 400 to 595, the width is probably appropriate because it's a huge tunnel. I haven't, believe it or not, I might be one of the few people who've never been there, but yeah, so I'm guessing the path and the width is appropriate. It's just a matter of you don't meet the remoteness or more than one exit, but it seems that that's already been given a variance. So based on that history, going from 4 to 595 doesn't seem like a heavy lift.
Okay. All right.
In my
And
opinion.
Jay, you were saying that the variances in the past have been up to 1,680 for the event, and you're now asking for 1,724.
So,
Right.
and Ajay can go into this deep. Last year it was 1880. The year before that, I believe it was 1660. Okay.
All right.
But Ajay can kind of walk through why it's really about that safe dispersal space and the square footage in that area.
Go for it.
Yeah. So the short answer is that the 1724 reflects the 595 plus 1129 is a safe dispersal area within the walls. And so we went back and recalculated what the safe dispersal area should be, given that there are areas that are locked, that aren't accessible for use in the safe dispersal for the public. And so based on that number, we got 1,129. So what we'd expect is we have people who are exiting out and people going through the main gate. And so there would be this flow of people that are coming out. And so that's the number, the 1724. So that, again, but we think that's a much more accurate number than what we had historically. And so that is part of our, or I guess what we're asking for as part of the variance. And again, one clarification is that the variance for Halloween nights is for 33 days, not 66 days. And we do have, as part of that, we have a emergency evacuation plan that will be submitted. Assuming we can get the variances, that be submitted to the Philadelphia Fire Department. We have, and I think we can go into this a little more if you're interested. We have 5 state licensed haunted house or inspectors on staff. Again, they all have radios. We have fire alarm system that shuts down all the sound and special effects. The egress illumination activates automatically. And so we think that all the stuff we've done before would be maintained, and for these 33 days where we have this. And again, this is just required because the current policy is to limit it to 15 days. So we are just asking for 33 days.
And what are the 33 days? What's the duration?
September 21st, I believe it's opening night, until November 7th would be this year. We do have a dress rehearsal on September 20th, which is open to a small portion of the public. So that makes it 33 days.
Thanks.
It's not continuous. No, it ramps up towards Halloween, but it starts 2 nights, 4 nights, and then 6, 6, 6.
don't come back next year.
We're like that friend that comes back every year, but thank you all very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Mr. Dimes, you can come visit just for fun.
Yeah, I got to do it this year now. Thank you.
I'm sorry, this is the report.
Not Halloween, the whole year.
Oh, no. Who's jumping in? It was already cool.
This is the court. This is the court reporter. Was there a ruling made? I did not hear it.
Yeah, we granted the variance.
I'm sorry.
Both variances, yes, John.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
All right, pal.
Don't worry, Mr. Kelly.
Recording
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, so it varies. So last year, so during the day, we do